The spark that ignited the chaos began with a single, seemingly harmless interview clip of Jamie Dornan. He sat relaxed, smiling easily, until the host mentioned the name Dakota Johnson. In an instant, his expression shifted into something softer, warmer, almost nostalgic. Fans caught it immediately. That 3-second reaction was enough to send Hollywood into a tailspin. The clip went viral before the interview even ended. People slowed it down, zoomed in, analyzed every micro-expression. "That's not how a married man reacts," one viewer tweeted. Another wrote, "His eyes literally lit up when he heard her name." TikTok flooded with edits comparing his reaction to Dakota versus his reaction to Amelia. Things escalated when another clip of Jamie surfaced just hours later. This time the host mentioned Amelia Warner, and Jamie's demeanor changed again, but not in the same way. His smile faltered, his shoulders tensed ever so slightly. Fans claimed he looked guarded, uncomfortable, even conflicted. These two moments collided online and exploded into the biggest drama Jamie had faced in years. Comment sections split into factions. "He's clearly closer to Dakota," some argued. "He loves Amelia but respects Dakota," others insisted. And then there were those who believed these reactions exposed a hidden truth that had been simmering beneath the surface for a decade. Entertainment outlets jumped on the story immediately. Headlines screamed, "Jamie Dornan torn between wife and co-star?" Dakota versus Amelia. The tension no one saw coming. Analysts appeared on talk shows to decipher Jamie's reactions like experts examining forensic evidence. It was chaos, and it was only getting started. Amelia Warner unintentionally added fuel to the fire with a post she made the same evening. It was a simple photo, a dimly lit room, a cup of tea, and a caption that read, "Some days test you more than others." Fans lost their minds. Was it shade? Was it coincidence? Was it a reaction to Jamie's interview? Before anyone could calm down, Dakota herself appeared at a separate event. When asked about Jamie, she paused just long enough to create panic in millions of viewers. Then she smiled, a slow, meaningful smile. "Jamie is complicated," she said with a playful but emotional tone. That one sentence was enough to send the entire internet spiraling into speculation. People began connecting dots the three of them probably never intended to be connected. Some fans believed Dakota and Amelia had long held silent tension. Others insisted Amelia felt overshadowed whenever Dakota's name resurfaced in conversation. Old videos were resurfaced showing Dakota laughing beside Jamie on set, and others showing Amelia looking stiff at certain red carpet events. Jamie remained silent throughout all of this, which only made things worse. Every hour he didn't respond was treated like further evidence of inner conflict. Fan pages compiled timelines. YouTubers posted deep-dive videos analyzing every moment from 50 Shades press tours to Jamie's red carpet behavior with Amelia. Twitter debates became so intense that hashtags started trending globally. The turning point of the drama hit when Jamie arrived at another press event just 2 days after the viral chaos. As he walked the carpet, journalists crowded around him, shouting questions. One reporter finally managed to catch his attention. "Jamie," she called out loudly, "how do you feel being caught between Amelia and Dakota?" Everything stopped. Jamie froze mid-step. Camera shutters slowed. Fans watching live streams held their breath. He didn't laugh it off. He didn't smile. He didn't deflect. Instead, he lowered his gaze, exhaled, and rubbed the back of his neck, a gesture he only did when something was weighing on him. The tension became unbearable. Even the journalists seemed unsure whether to ask again or let him walk away. Another reporter repeated the question more gently. "Are you trying to balance something between the two women?" Jamie finally looked up. His expression was raw, tired, conflicted, vulnerable in a way fans hadn't seen publicly before. The moment felt like a cliffhanger, a pause before something big was about to be revealed. He opened his mouth, closed it again, then swallowed hard. Cameras inched closer. Microphones hovered inches from his lips. Viewers online typed frantically in real-time comment sections, desperate for his answer. And just when it seemed like he was about to speak, Jamie said only one sentence. "This is complicated." Then he walked away. The internet erupted instantly. People screamed. People speculated. People analyzed that one sentence as if it were a confession. Hollywood had officially exploded. And everyone knew the next chapter, Jamie's full explanation, would be even more shocking. When Jamie walked away from the carpet after uttering, "This is complicated," Hollywood practically stopped breathing. Reporters replayed the moment in slow motion, trying to decipher whether his expression leaned more toward guilt, exhaustion, or emotional conflict. Fans dissected every angle of his body language, the way his shoulders dropped, the flicker in his eyes, the tension in his voice. It was the closest thing to a confession he had ever given. And it was only a matter of time before someone pushed him to elaborate. That moment came sooner than expected. The very next day, Jamie appeared on a live morning show, unaware the host planned to corner him with the question the world couldn't stop asking. Halfway through the interview, the host leaned forward and said, "Jamie, people believe you're emotionally caught between Amelia Warner and Dakota Johnson. Is that true?" Jamie's breath hitched. For a brief moment, the studio air felt unbearably heavy. He didn't deny it. He didn't lash out. Instead, he closed his eyes briefly, as if gathering the courage to tell a truth that had chased him for years. "I care about them both," he finally said. "In very different ways, but both deeply." The world erupted. Jamie tried to explain himself, but every word added fuel to the fire. "Dakota and I shared something intense while filming," he said. "You can't go through an experience like that and just erase it." His voice softened, tinged with a sincerity that left the room silent. "But Amelia has been my anchor. She's given me a life, a family, a place to return to." Fans immediately split into two fierce camps. Some cheered for Dakota, convinced Jamie had finally acknowledged their undeniable connection. Others defended Amelia, insisting Jamie was trying to protect his marriage while still honoring Dakota's place in his past. No matter which side people chose, one thing was clear. Jamie's admission had cracked open a door Hollywood had tried to ignore for nearly a decade. Amelia Warner eventually responded, and her reaction sent the internet into a frenzy. In a magazine feature published just one day after Jamie's interview, she addressed the situation with surprising vulnerability. "It hurts to be compared," she said. "It hurts to feel like you're competing with something you can't see, something from the past." Her voice wasn't angry, it was tired, emotional, and painfully human. She continued with a line that broke hearts everywhere. "Sometimes I wonder if I'm fighting a memory instead of a person." Readers gasped. Comment sections exploded with empathy, shock, and speculation. Was she referring to Dakota? To the past? Or to the version of Jamie he used to be? Dakota Johnson's response came soon after, and it only deepened the drama. During a promotional event, a reporter asked her directly about Amelia's comments. Dakota paused, smiled gently, and said, "I've never wanted to hurt anyone." But there was something else in her eyes. Something soft, conflicted, unspoken. "Jamie and I had a bond that was emotional, raw, and complicated. But that doesn't mean it was meant to last beyond the films." Her statement was elegant, but fans felt the ache behind it. It sounded like closure, or regret, or both. But the most shocking part of Dakota's interview came near the end. "Jamie will always have a place in my heart," she said quietly. "Some connections don't disappear just because life moves on." Fans screamed. Journalists scrambled to publish emergency articles. And Hollywood officially descended into chaos. Caught in the middle, Jamie tried again to clarify his position. He released a short statement online, writing, "The people involved here are important to me. There is no feud. There is no betrayal. Just years of layered emotions the public has never seen." But his attempt to calm things only sparked more debate. If there was truly no feud, why did everyone's statements feel so emotionally charged? Soon after, An insider from the 50 Shades production hinted that the emotional intensity between Jamie and Dakota had been realer than anyone realized. Another source close to Amelia revealed she had felt shadowed by the Jamie-Dakota connection for years. Whether true or not, these whispers amplified the storm until it became a full-blown Hollywood earthquake. The drama reached its peak when Jamie, Dakota, and Amelia were all mentioned during the same award show broadcast. Jamie sat stiffly in the audience. Amelia avoided eye contact with cameras. Dakota walked the carpet with a calm elegance that only made the situation feel more surreal. Commentators whispered. Fans held their breath. Social media exploded with theories. Finally, Jamie addressed the situation once more, this time with brutal honesty. "I've made mistakes," he said. "I've let emotions linger where maybe they shouldn't. I've held on to memories longer than I should have." His voice cracked slightly. "But I'm trying to be better, for Amelia, for my family, and for myself." It was raw. It was real. And it was the closest thing to resolution anyone would get, for now. But even as the interviews ended and statements cooled, fans insisted one truth remained. Jamie Dornan wasn't caught between two women. He was caught between his past and his present. And Hollywood was watching to see which one he would choose.